Go. Hey guys, welcome back to another hot read of the week. I've got Chris and Daniel here with me, and we did a DC book this week. We all read DCeased War of the Undead Gods #1. This is an 8-issue mini. It is the final of the DCeased books. This is going to be the final series. Writer Tom Taylor, penciler Trevor Harrison, inker Andy Lanning, colorist Rain Bardo, and letterer Saeed Timofonte worked on this book. We're going to talk today about our first impressions. So first of all, I picked up the A cover for this book, and I'm going to hold it up so you guys can see it. It's a beautiful cover, and I love that undead dark side on there. As I was reading through this book, I really enjoyed it. I've read all the DCeased books. I've gone through all of them with the exception of the one above my head, Hope at World's End. I have not read yet, and I need to jump into that one because that is set in the 5-year time jump that happens in the first series. I love the book. I love the story. You guys can see behind me, my favorite character is Superman, and there's a really great plot line in this issue about Superman. And that really made me happy by the end of the book. Daniel, what were your first impressions?
Well, I'm coming from a different perspective here because I have not read any of DCeased. I know, throw tomatoes at me, but after reading this, I'm definitely going to go back and check it out. I always have enjoyed Tom Taylor, so I knew that I would really enjoy this. He's very good at capturing the feel of the characters he's writing, and so it made this very easy to read for me. And Trevor Harrison's artwork reminds me a lot of Brian Hitch in a way, and he's very good at drawing superheroes in a very realistic way, but making them very big and heroic, and that really does help with this subject matter, in my opinion. I'm really enjoying this series, and like Josh said, there's a big deal with Superman in this issue that really perked me up and really made me want to go back and read more of this. So I'm actually really enjoying this, and I can't wait to read more. How about you, Chris? What were your first impressions?
So I probably read this before either one of you guys did. I read it a couple of weeks ago when it first came out, and as I'm sitting there reading it, my first impressions, I'm like, Josh is going to love this book because of what they do with Superman. And you know, I like reading Superman. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Batman guy. I read a lot of Batman, but I really love what they're doing with this story. I love the redemption that we're getting from what we saw in the other two, 3, 4, however many there's been. There's been quite a few DCeased. I'm sure I read them all, but except for that one Josh has, I might have to get it from him when he gets done. But my first impressions are it's a great story. I love the way they started, you know, kind of giving us a look at Kara being sent from Kandor and headed out. And, you know, you figure she's going to land on Earth, but she winds up landing somewhere else. So, you know, just seeing that was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great story, and I can't like you both said, I can't wait to read the next one. As far as my favorite part of the book, panel, scene, whatever you may say, my particular favorite part of the book, and this is me being the Batman guy, we have a page where Damian goes to Alfred and lets him know that they have found the cure and that they're curing all the heroes now. And you see the human side of Alfred just break down as he realized that he did what he had to do, but he wound up killing Tim and Dick and Bruce because they were all zombies before the cure was found. And he makes the statement at the end of that page, I killed my sons. And that will rip your heart out if you're any kind of Batman fan or any comic book fan at all, just because you know Alfred basically raised those boys into the men that they were. So yeah, that was my favorite panel / page of the book. Daniel, what was your favorite?
I have two here. The first one is where they show the sun and all the beings in the sun. That's just a very visceral panel to me. And the next one is Jonathan and Damien talking, and Damien just keeps going back and forth with him saying, "I'm Batman. I'm Batman." It's just hilarious to me.
I love that. He's like, "I'm going to the sun. I'm Batman." it's 27 billion degrees or something. He's like, "I'm Batman."
Batman. Yeah. That's the answer for everything.
Yes. How about you, Josh? What was your favorite panel?
Mine is actually 2 pages side by side. And I'm going to get a little spoilery here. So if you haven't read the book yet, you might want to pause, go read the book, come back and finish watching the video. But about midway of the book, when they have cured Superman, and he walks back in and Lois sees him for the first time. That was just a beautiful page with her just gripping him with all her might. And then the page directly beside it, Jonathan and Martha Kent are reunited. And as a Superman fan, that was just great to me. Those 2 pages side by side, that made the whole story. Even with like Superman's metal arm, he still looked cool as all get out. He made it work.
I like Martha's line about how she hit him with a shovel.
Yeah. Jonathan goes, "Yeah, I hear you hit me with a shovel."
Yeah, that was great.
Yes. Yeah, great. I mean, great story. Excellent work there. Overall, Tom Taylor is at his best when he's in what I like to call an Elseworld story, where he doesn't have to follow continuity, when he can do what he wants to with the characters. His run on Injustice, the comic, was amazing. Dark Knights of Steel that he's doing is amazing. Dark Ages was great for Marvel. You know, if he can write a story and doesn't have to follow continuity, he really goes to it and tells a great story. And you get that human impact. And in the comics, you know, a lot of times somebody dies, but you know they're coming back. In these books, he can kill somebody and keep going, and you really feel the impact of that death. So, I mean, for me, it's Tom Taylor at his best. What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, I really do think we're reaching the end of this series, so I'm going to have to go back and read it some more, because I definitely want to know what kind of world we're living in a little bit better, which I know zombies and everything, but at the same time, you get zombies, but you get Lois Lane as president, and I kind of like that idea a lot. But you have this world and everything, and Jonathan, I really want to see more what's going on here. This feels like the hopeful ending. It's going to be a big battle, but it feels like there's hope coming at the end of this, and I definitely want to read and see more of this. How about you, Chris? What do you think? Overall impression?
Overall, I just love the way this book started and how it's setting up what's to come over these next 8 books. I mean, I feel like we had like this great reunion with Superman coming back and Jonathan coming back, and it just goes to show that, you know, the most important character is Superman. I mean, because he is the hope, and when they bring him back, everyone else feels like that no matter what gets thrown at us next, we've got Superman now, so we can handle anything you can throw at us. There were some sad moments in there when Hippolyta was asked where Diana was, and we all know that she's not with us anymore, that we lost her. But, you know, overall, just a really great book. I cannot wait to read the next one. I think it comes out this Tuesday, Josh, isn't that right?
Yep, September 21st. It'll be out on Tuesday. DC's books come out a day early than everybody else. Everybody else is on Wednesdays. And Chris, the whole Superman as the hope thing is great. You know, they had to bring Superman back because he's the only one that can kick Undead Darkseid's butt.
That's true. Hey, so Daniel, did you buy a physical copy of this one or not?
Not yet. I'm going to probably pick it up, though. I want to start getting trades for the rest and read all the way through it. So I'll probably pick this up next time I'm in the shop.
Okay, well, they did a vast variety of covers for this run. As you can see over I guess it would be my right shoulder, um, I picked up the acetate Batman cover, and you can see the Batman symbol cut out. And when you open that up and look, you actually see Batman surrounded by zombies, which is really cool. I love that cover. Um, Josh, I believe you got the A cover,
I
but
did.
we got a little surprise for you. Josh has got something he's going to tell you about now.
Yeah, behind me, you guys can see GCPD Corner. This is the body bag edition of issue 1. And if you turn it around on the back, you can see the zipper on the body bag. Well, we've looked all over the internet and we can't find a picture of this cover yet. So we're going to open this one together today and see what the cover looks like. So I am popping my copy. I'm taking one for the channel and I'm going to open this one up. The value may
Exclusive,
be
guys.
but I can't wait to see it.
Exclusive, guys.
These things will be made to be read, honestly.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Cover. I haven't even seen it yet. I am opening it. You can see the blood splatter on the back. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is an amazing cover.
Wow.
Look at that zombie Supergirl. That is
really
great.
Good.
Okay. On the back,
really
we have blood splatter, and it says exclusive Francisco Matina body bag edition.
Nice.
That's just a beautiful cover. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
That is
very good. Very good.
And on a
very
side
good.
note, guys, before we get into closing up tonight, I don't know if you read it, Chris and Daniel, but at the end of the book, there was a preview for DC Mech #1. I'm reading.
I did read that.
Now, and it's a great little preview of it with the JSA and how the world was changing in that universe. And if you're reading Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, you'll know that all those books, Jurassic League, DC Mech, all those are now a part of the DC multiverse.
Yeah, absolutely. And something else I read this week. Yeah, something else right before we close. I also read this week, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I did pick up Batman versus Robin #1. I heard that this week, by the end of that story, that's going to have a huge impact over the whole DC universe as well.
Nice.
So we're going to see where that goes. Again, I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to read it. So that's all we got for our hot read this week. Definitely run out to your shops Tuesday and pick up issue #2 if you have issue #1. If you don't, grab issue 1 and 2 because you don't want to miss this story. Tom Taylor's a great writer, and the artwork is really good. Just a heartwarming story, and I can't wait to see, like, once we get into the action, these full-page spreads of fighting and stuff. I think we got a tiny taste of it in the first one when the Lanterns didn't get there in time, but Superman and Jonathan took care of pretty much all of Brainiac's century. So very good story. Enjoyed it. So we have got a few announcements to make. October 8th, that's a Saturday, coming up in New Bern, North Carolina. Josh and I will be walking around Mumfest. So we're going to have our Brothers Boy gear on. You can find us. We may have some Brothers Boy gear in our backpack that you could get from us. If you come up and show us you subscribe already, we'll give you some maybe some free goodies. We might have some comic books in there, might have some other stuff. Also, we will have flyers. We'll be handing those out as well to direct you towards a lot of upcoming events coming up, as well as a way to get to our channel and find us there. And the next thing we have the next weekend will be on October 15th. We'll be in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We will be at the Fayetteville Comic-Con at Crown Coliseum. I think it runs from 10 to 6 that day. We plan on being there most of the day, if not all the day. We're not going to have a table this time. That might be next year. We'll shoot for it. But what we are going to do is we're going to be there in our full gear. We're going to be walking around, handing out more flyers. And the first person that comes up to us and says that they're subscribed to the channel, we're going to have some goodies to give away there as well. We're going to do some interviews. We'll have our camera there. And hey, if you're decked out in some cosplay, we want to get pictures of you. We'd love to use that for a video. And also, you get a chance to see yourself in the video. So that's all we got for now. We got some more exciting stuff coming up, but we'll save those for later. And we're going to end this video now. And until we see you in the next video, we will see you at the shop.
Support your local comic shop, guys.